why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis. You a queen, one less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie.
Hey, Owamie here, and I have some great news. If you have a YouTube channel or a business and you would like to get some affordable advertisement, I offer those services. Follow the instructions on your screen right now and say hello to some new traffic. Now let's get back to the video. Hi my ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's Ogo, I'm Nishpasoro, aka Miss Fear for coming back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's @boldly_Owamie. Now my ninjas, before we get into today's video, I'd like to just say thank you guys so much for all the compliments. You guys have been complimenting on my skin so much. No, I'm not in any treatment. However, I did change the products that I was using before. And besides, guys, laughter is the best medicine. And of course, I go see pala. So I'm constantly laughing, you guys. Just the laughs, like they just... They make life so fun for me, Baba. But anyway, on a serious note, I will actually do a video and just show you guys my skin routine. I have switched up, and so you guys will get to see what I basically use. It's not even a lot of products. I'd say it's 4 products that I basically use. Anyway, ninjas, let's go ahead and get into today's video. I know it's going to come out a little bit late. I'm really sorry. We switched up locations. I want to film something right here, so I was like, let me squeeze this video in for you guys. So obviously, you guys know that even though sometimes I may not love your comments, trust me, I read your comments very, very much. And so from the comments that I saw from yesterday's video, you know, I actually did realize that you guys were saying that there was an interview that actually took place right here on YouTube, and of course I did go ahead and search it, and it was an alleged victim of Makamu that was basically speaking. Now, honestly, you guys, at first, when the whole chende broke, Twitter was saying that, you know, there was like the lady, gorgeous lady, by the way, and so, you know, she definitely looked of age. I don't know if it's her or not, but then there are allegations that, oh, she's not. However, you guys, from the interview that I basically saw or watched, the alleged victim, you guys, was only 17 years old at that particular time, which obviously, if that is true, it just proves that Makamu is disgusting. Any man that goes for underage kids is disgusting. And so, you know, obviously from the video that I uploaded yesterday, I was telling you guys that, you know, guys, like my heart was just breaking for his wife. You know, she went up there, she hugged him. It didn't even seem like she was crying, but let's not be so bold and utter statements that may cost us 500,000 rich, but I mean, come on. So basically, you know, it didn't even look like she got emotional and stuff like that. And that obviously happened this past Sunday. However, they're saying that that happened like 3 years ago. The victim, you guys, that's basically speaking, the way that she was talking was as if Makamu ruined her life. Like, you know, the father, Makamu tried to give the father $1 million, which he refused. And this part irked me like nobody's business. She was also alleging that his wife approached her mom. If I listened correctly, don't quote me, you know, because language sometimes is a barrier, but yeah, it did seem like she was saying that Makamu's wife did contact her mother to try and pay them off and stuff. And then, you know, she spoke of they went to the ANC couldn't do anything and stuff like that. I mean, there are some parts in that I just didn't understand. For me, they didn't really truly make sense. Why are you going to the ANC when you could just go to the police station? I don't get it. But anyway, you guys, like, that is information for another day. But then for me, it was like really just so shocking. Yes, you know, Makamu's wife went out there on top of that stage and basically hugged, you know, her husband. And then, you know, there was somebody that came out there. You guys were laughing when I was talking about, like, they have to come and re-bless their marriage because of, like, somebody is deciding that I'm gonna go out there with my cheat. So for me, it doesn't make sense, you guys. Like, some stuff are nonsense in my opinion. Like, something like that does not make sense. Like, keep it in your pants, you know, keep your phone to yourself, and don't be calling people you ain't supposed to be calling. And yes, stop asking for inappropriate parts, and don't have your part as, you know, community part, like let it be a private part, like those kind of stuff are the kind of stuff that people, I feel like, need to understand. Now I did see some comments, you guys. Somebody was like, oh, I mean, you think that, your life, I don't know if they said you are not perfect, your life is not perfect, Makamu's wife is stronger than you, apparently I'm a failure or something, and I was just sitting out there, I'm just like, for what, Shibobo? She's stronger than me because if she's gonna go out there and hug Emma Chidzo instead of supporting the underage kids in that church. Pella, that's when you have to be singing the sing, Tiba, go, Tiba. Like, Tiba, this man from all these young kids. Because if he can do it to one, he can do it to all you guys. And this is something that we should not even joke about. This is something that is really serious. This is something that is really disgusting and disappointing. Unfortunately, when someone is a spiritual leader, people do let their guard down. I remember there was a story, you guys, that I actually read where they said that there was this guy that was like a man of God, and as I've said, remove God, Shibobo, you are a man of, others are men of hoeing, others are men of just it all, okay? But God just remove in most of them. And so what basically happened is that this man came and he spoke to the mother, and he was like, listen, I need to go and pray for your child. We need to go to a river and this child needs to be washed or whatever. And of course the mother said, okay, it's fine. Took a child. That child was underage. Gave to this pastor, and then when he went there by the river, he raped the child. So unfortunately, when you're someone that is a spiritual leader, we cannot let you get away with a lot, and that is simply because people do get or let their guard down whenever they believe that you're somebody that is sent by the Lord, whenever they believe that you are a man of God, when they do not know you are not the man of God, okay? And so when it's something like this, you guys, it's number one, very much disappointing. You could legit hear, like, there's a small clip there, I'm sure maybe I'll put it, where you can hear the last part when it was like, to him, that is nothing. And at that moment, when that child is basically narrating, or that girl is narrating, what happened when she was still younger, she was saying that I think her landlord was there at that moment. I think she had told her landlord, and that they were talking of if he comes here, we're going to boil him with water. So it's like, what they don't understand is that you traumatize a child, number one. Number two, a 17-year-old, you guys, that grows up in a Christian home and then goes to a church and looks at someone as a spiritual leader, a spiritual father. This child, even when he was acting like inappropriately, she couldn't even get the guts to not call him daddy because of she's still young. Her mind still has to process everything. People are now, like, what irks me and what disappoints me the most is the fact that, like, they are actually abusing the power that they have because people think that they're men of God. And so when you are a wife and you're gonna go out there, and even if you reprimand your husband in private and you come in public and you're, this supportive wife, and they're like, that's how it's supposed to be done. Not when it comes to everything. At one point, as a wife, you need to come out and basically say what you did was wrong. You are not supposed to do that. And yes, guys, like, if you're a man of God, that's something that's supposed to happen. You basically are supposed to warn these kids. If a dad calls you at times that are not appropriate, don't answer the phone. Or if he calls you, call me immediately. Like, but then she would be the one that was alleged to also go to the mother. It's like, I understand that people want to be married. I understand that somebody needs to support their husband. I just don't believe that I will support anybody nonsense. That is just me. I'm Owamie. And of course, the things that we think of, the way we view things is very different. Personally, do we see nonsense, Shibobu? I ain't supporting you. I'm not even going to come out here and try and protect your reputation. Like, I'm going to tell you this and move on. I may not disclose all the details, but everybody's going to know that if it was you, Machizo, you was the Machizo. I'm not going to come out here and try protect somebody that is doing that. This man was not even put in a sack. They did not kidnap him and throw him somewhere in there. Like, the only way to come out, you're supposed to be calling kids and say, no. He did that, you guys, out of his own full sane mind. I don't know if he even drinks, so it would be like, maybe he was even drunk, which if you was drinking the man of God, that would be very suspicious. And yes, my life is not perfect. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I'm not here chowing people's money in the name of I'm a woman of God. If I was coming and say I'm a woman of God, definitely my character would have to change. Definitely I wouldn't be out here gossiping about celebrities on a daily basis. Things would definitely have to change. But when I'm who I am, oh girl, I have a right to be whoever I want to be because I do not chow anybody's money in the name of the Lord. Okay. So basically, you guys, when it comes to this, I was just so disappointed when I watched that interview. And I do personally feel like Makamu's wife should be out there protecting them kids and stop hugging this husband of hers. Like, this man was kidnapped and placed in a sort of like a something that, he was just like, you need to be running after 17-year-olds before you're gonna like, be coming out here and stuff where it's like I'm forced. Was this man not just driving home? I just don't get it. I don't get why people stand for nonsense so much. In the name of marriage, or in the name of whatever, in the name of Owamie Fundisi, in the name of, oh, she's such a strong woman. If me being a person that stands up for myself and defend myself and choose me when somebody's choosing themselves makes me a weak woman, then hi Bobo. My name is Owamie and I am a weak woman. I'll be a weak woman anytime. If you feel like that is weakness, Bobo, like I don't even need to go into too much of that. But anyway, what I do believe is that, yeah, Owamie Fundisi better be out there protecting underage kids in that church than going out there on the stage and hugging her husband like, he did something and he's winning a trophy. And then there are people that will like, oh, guys, I don't understand people's mentality, you guys. But anyway, that is me. I feel like this video definitely is going to get longer than I anticipated. But yeah, I do feel like Makamu's wife needs to be out there doing more than just what she was doing. Because if that was her child and an old disgusting man was doing that to her child, I don't think that she would have been so quick to react that way. I don't think she would have walked on stage and actually hug a man that tried to molest her child. Because you need to understand, dear men out there, disgusting men that go for underage kids, yes, it is molestation because this child is still too young to can give consent. This child does not know what they want as of yet. That's what they can drink, they can do anything. So why do you think they can use their private parts? So for me personally, I don't think that she would have stood on that stage and go hug a man that tried to molest her child. And so I think that sometimes as women, we need to also look at someone's child as our children and put ourselves in the mother's shoes. If that was my child, would I go there and hug this old disgusting dried ass man? I know I'm cussing because it's upsetting the crap out of me. It's disgusting because looking at this man, what he tried to do, if obviously is the truth, as I said, it's alleged, and this child was 17 years at that time, yes, then, he's somebody that wanted to molest the child. And if this person can't stop themselves to go to a 17-year-old, how young have they gone? How many kids has he overpowered? And, done whatever it is that he wanted to do? Because we all know that a lot of men are disgusting out here. And so here, in my opinion, I feel like that was sort of almost like, oh, it's okay. And it's not okay. You should have just hugged your husband at home in your house. But when you come out here, you should have definitely said what happened was wrong. It was never supposed to happen. It never is supposed to happen. And I am talking to your daddy, you guys, so that, things like this can never happen. Instead, they decided to go and hug this man and bring a pastor as if like this man was kidnapped or somehow the devil had entered him. Yeah, guys, some of the people out here, even the devil is shocked. When people are like, it was the devil that made me do it. It was like, it was not me. Like, I'm telling you, you'll find that Jesus and Satan are busy looking at each other, laughing, looking at a person, somebody out here busy lying. It was the devil. No, it was not. Why do you have to re-bless a marriage of somebody that chose to unbless whatever it is that they had? You and that last part, guys. After God, fear men. Okay. Anyway, ninjas, I love you so much. Go ahead and give your comment what you guys think of this whole situation. Do you understand what I'm saying about this Owamie Fundisi? To say that what she did, in my opinion, was very wrong. I don't think that she was supposed to go out there and try comfort this man like, this man's news were leaked from her phone where it's like, my husband, it's not your fault. It's completely his fault, everything that happened. And from the way that girl was basically, the lady was talking, I would be suing That's me. I mean, I've got the audio. He has confirmed that it's 3 years ago, and I think over 3 years ago. And so I would definitely be like, you know what, I need compensation. I definitely need, like, you know, a 4 million rand is going to definitely set me. So he can give a down payment of like 2 million. I mean, he has to have money if he wanted to pay the father $1 million. As I said, everything's alleged. We do need to say allegedly because as now, if 500,000 you can bantu, but I would definitely want money compensation to say that this ruined my life. The way she was treated was as if she was living scared. It's not right. No child deserves to go through this, especially in the name of church. It's not right. And when you just go and comment down below, I love you so much. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, obviously share, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, my ninjas. Would you like to start a new YouTube channel but you have no idea where to start? Or you already have one but it's not going well and you wish you could get someone give you some personal advice? Well, who better than someone with over 100,000 subscribers? I'm giving those services for a small fee, of course. The details will be on the screen somewhere here, so make sure that you follow them and say hello to a new successful YouTube channel. Now, let's go back to the video chat.